Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Fish of Hex. My name is Travis. Well, this is part 2 in the 300-gallon overhaul. I'm going to show you guys what I've done so far. You probably already noticed it, but I'm going to show you everything I've done, what I plan on doing, and look at all the tanks and show you guys where all that coral went. And as you can see, there is a bunch of stuff missing on the middle left rock structure. The big orange or slash red Montipora, and we got the green Digi that's gone, the bird's nest or Panopy bird's nest, and of course the green Montipora cap. Now, yes, I did say that I was going to remove the WWC, and I still am. I just need to figure out where I'm going to put all that coral, and I'll show you guys exactly that problem here in a second. But, yeah, it definitely looks bare, looks empty, but I just see potential, and that's what I'm focusing on, because this is not a process that I enjoy. It's kind of like I'm resetting the tank, starting over. Granted, it's 2 years in, and I've already removed a ton of colonies. You guys remember I used to have a big basketball size of script stag, had some other acros here that I removed those. Bunch of LPS that used to be here. It's just, you know, it's just the process of how this tank has evolved. But I know it has to happen. I know it's going to be good. I'm going to show you some of the frags I'm going to be replacing here in a little bit. But yeah, let's go to move over to some of the tanks. I'll show you the frags. So over here, this is what I have so far of Red Monty. It's quite a bit. And this is the tank I just added. Yeah, I broke this tank, well, the other tank that was in its spot the other day. I talked about it on my live stream. Broke it, had to replace it. I was moving some boxes around down there and broke the bulkhead, or not the bulkhead, but cracked it all the way over here. And it sat like that for 2 days. I'm moving the camera at the same time, and it didn't leak, but I still had to replace it knowing that I was going to refill it up, and I didn't want to take the risk. But I also went ahead and moved the green Digi here, the big one, the tank's glass. Oh, Fish of Hex, you need to clean your glass, man. Fuck off. Anyway, it's one of those days. I put some Red Monty over here, and yeah, so I pretty much just spread out as much of the Montipora as I can. So we got that right there. Let's go to move over to, spinning you around, this Groa tank. This is where we put the bird's nest. I'm going to frag this up later today. I just need to have room for all that. And then I put more of the Red Monty, believe it or not. We have some big chunks back here. I know it's orange. Trust me, it's red. And yeah, so it's spread out because obviously cutting all that up and making frags was not really an option. I just need to have room for other things. And to think, I still have that Stylophora that's going to be removed. We got the Hydnophora, which is just kind of right here. We're going to be replacing pretty much all this empty space with those 2 colonies alone. So it's going to be a little bit of an issue to find room. But yeah, that's what it looks like so far. Not a fun process. My plan for this WWC is to cut off probably a chunk right here and put it down lower, because remember, the issue we have with this is not only just how it grows and how massive it gets, but I don't have the yellow tips on this colony. But if you go over to my grow out tank, I have yellow tips on all those colonies because they're getting, you know, this is probably, I don't know, it's got to be 700-800 par right here. It's pretty ridiculous. I mean, there's 2 radions and then there's this coral. It's getting blasted, and I think with that kind of par, it's just not developing the yellow tips. And I mean, what's the point of having it if it's not going to look the way it should? And I'm not going to turn the light down and sacrifice the rest of the rock structure. It's not going to happen. So I'm going to take a big chunk of that, move it down here where that Panopy bird's nest was. There's a little hole there that I will kind of clean out, that I can shove a chunk in, and hopefully that will work out. And then we got some other corals. I'll show you. I got an orange passion over here, silver bullet. We got a Walt Disney that's going to go there. So here's the orange passion. And that's going to go there, the silver bullet, and then of course the Walt Disney and all that stuff is in the other tank. And we're going to be replacing some of those colonies with some higher end acros, and I'm going to fill it up with probably 5 or 6 different acro colonies, and then just trim them like I have been with the rest of the tank. Speaking of that, I actually come in here and had to take out a whole bunch of this green Slimer because it was starting to touch this colony. I don't know where this came from. I mean, I feel like I moved the rock, but I didn't. This stuff just got tight, just got really squeezed in there. And I actually lost the colony down here. I posted a picture of that on Instagram. The zoas decided to eat it up, but yet this one's fine. This granulosa is fine with zoas on it, but that guy just didn't like it. So rest in peace, buddy. But yeah, I'm gonna be adding some more acros here. Hopefully it will grow into something nice. It's gonna take some time. Once I remove this colony and then put new acros on here, then we're going to move over to this rock structure and figure out what I'm going to do. This bad boy is still going to go. This one's still going to go, and then that gives me room for 5 or 6 more acros. Then we can actually see that beautiful $500 F-Flow back there, which I actually put a frag right up here just so I could see it, and we'll be able to see that again. Plus I got a really nice Monty cap back there, but can't see that stuff because it's getting overrun or overshaded. I guess, I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for. It's getting, I guess, displaced or whatever by this giant colony. And speaking of giant stuff, the Lobo from Brian Norris, man. This guy, if you guys remember, in the 125, it was just this little bitty chunk. And there it is. I mean, the thing is massive, absolutely massive. And no, I am not fragging it up. I'm not selling it. It's more of a sentimental thing now. I got it from Brian, my buddy with pancreatic cancer, or not pancreatic cancer, but liver cancer. He's not doing so well right now. But thanks for your guys' support on that frag swap. I wanted to bring that up. Thanks for the support on that frag swap we did last year. Gave him a good chunk of cash to be able to take a trip with his family, which was nice. So, yeah, this is not going anywhere. This is more of a sentimental kind of coral. Is it going to go in the new system? Yes, but it's going to go through a lot of quarantine to make sure we get rid of those verminted snails on it, because that's how this whole freaking thing started, was from the verminted snails on that. But that was my own fault. I didn't quarantine long enough, and, you know, live and learn, I suppose. But moving on, the tank doesn't really look that bad. Yes, I notice it. You guys probably are, now the first time you're seeing it, you're going to notice it. But it's going to get worse before it gets better, trust me. You got to think, imagine that's gone, that's gone, that's gone, and then it's just this giant empty spot with everything else kind of full over here. But it will get better. It's going to take time. Just kind of stay positive, because I don't enjoy any of this. But with all of that said, let's go and move on to the rest of the video, where I'm going to throw some music on. You guys are going to see me removing the colonies, fragging them up. Well, fragging the Monty, because I do not have that on video yet, obviously. So, yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you guys have a good day, and stay tuned tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a giveaway for a Jaybo, like the Nero 5 version for the Jaybo pump. We're going to give that away. So stay tuned. All right, peace.